Hey everybody, Crystal Gamer here, and welcome to part 2 of our Make Me Want to Buy Jungle Adventure with One Tweet challenge results video. Boy, is that a mouthful. Whew. If you are just coming in today, this is part 2, so I do the whole introduction and everything in part 1. So if you want to hear the introduction and all of the part 1 entries, I'm going to recommend that you head over there. I'll include the link below and at the end of this video. If, however, you want to skip that part, you can probably pause on this screen and get a pretty good idea of what we're doing here. So that said, since I am going to skip the introduction, let's get right on into the review. And here we have Happy Simeg's entry. And her tweet says that she got a little frustrated with this, but she put together this awesome vacation home, if she may say so herself. And so, of course, an awesome vacation home, you need to have a beautiful pool, right? So we start out at the back with this beautiful pool area. Love the vines coming down. The vines are a great touch on this. Then we have this beautiful interior, and this one here looks like she's photographing through a window as well. So this is another one that tried it through the window shot. It's framing it a little bit on the left, but if she moved the camera to the right a little bit and framed both sides, it probably would have worked a little bit more, I'm thinking. But the colors, the design, all of this stuff is great to me. I think that this is a beautiful little design. Love the furniture, love the colors. It goes very well. Cute vacation home. And next up, she did a through the window image as well. And again, the window is kind of catty-cornered. If you're doing a through the window image, or any kind of framing image like this, when you're using a window to frame an image, it's going to be a rare day where you want to angle. In most cases, you want it straight on. You want it kind of more symmetrical. You don't really want an angle most of the time. A few of you have tried the through the window this time with angles, and it started out until your eye gets a little bit better for these things, started out a little bit more symmetrical and not so much with the angle on the through the windows. Because yeah, when you're framing like that, it doesn't, unless you're framing with trees or something like that. But if you're framing with something that is supposed to be more symmetrical, sort of maybe stick with a more symmetrical composition in that regard. But okay, so now that the photography stuff is said, this is so adorable. Look at the interior again with the fireplace. I love that fireplace so much. The jungle adventure stuff is so great, and just the colors, everything is so inviting. You want to stay at these vacation homes. I want to come visit here. I love the artwork on the wall. The whole thing, it just works. And then finally we get the full exterior image of her house. And this is great. Look, she's got a treetop deck thing. She's got a deck going out, hanging out on the right side, going up through a tree. Love that. And here we can see the whole pool thing on the side with the vines coming down. And I love the addition of the cracks too, and all of the vegetation going all the way around. Yeah, this is very nicely done. This is probably Happy Simeg's best image for me. This is very nicely done. Love it. Next up, we have Laura is Simming, and she says, holiday in the jungle is perfect to have some time away from work and get closer to family members. And also, this is on the gallery, and her ID is Laura is Simming, conveniently. So what a pretty exterior, huh? I love the contrast, the red and white contrast. That is very nice. And it looks like she moved some Sims in. I have to say, I have had a problem when I have any new houses where it has these decorations on it. And it took me a little while to figure out how to eliminate that. If you ever want to eliminate the little decorations that are on this, you get the box from Seasons, the decorations box from Seasons, and you just have your Sim go and you say, take decorations down. So if that ever happens to you, because it happens to me, like with all my new houses, they all get these decorations on them, and I'll want to photograph for stuff, and it took me a while to figure out, yeah, it's the Seasons decor box, and commanding your Sim to take them away. But yeah, this is so cute, right? I like this. And so look at this. This is a great design. Lots of nice detail in this design. I love it. I love all the shelves. I love that she filled the shelves up everywhere. And the whole inset with the shelves on the left is beautiful as well. Archaeology table on the right. Yeah, this is one of those where there's a lot to it. There's a lot of elements here, and I'm not confused though. My eye isn't confused. It's a great overall image, and it feels in harmony. And yeah, love that. Very good. So the next one here is a little kitchen from Laura Simi. It is so cute. Oh, it's such a cute kitchen. And of course it's using all the Jungle Adventure stuff, which I love. I love all the Jungle Adventure kitchen pieces and all of that. So good. So good. And yeah, so a great design on this. Photographically would have been better more straight on. If you're going to do an angle, you've got to commit to it. You can't kind of go just a little bit off with the angle photographically, because then it has to look like it's on purpose. It can't look like it could be an accident. You either have to commit to more of an angle or straighten it out. But beautiful design, great kitchen. Love it. Very cute. Great colors. And this one, oh my God, what a great idea. She used the canopy thingy for an indoor bedroom. I don't know that I would have ever thought to do that, but I like it. It's a cool idea. And it fits perfect too, with the nightstands on either side and everything. Who knew that would just fit perfectly in there? This is a great room. So Laura had a very nice entry this time, and that is the end of hers already. And next up, we move to Lyrene35. And she's calling it the Ivy Palms Retreat. Nestled in the heart of Selvadora's jungle, our small poolside lodges provide the perfect place for a relaxing getaway. Explore local culture, go for a swim, or enjoy authentic cuisine on the patio and drinks by the bar during happy hour. And this is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Look at this. And a woman after my own heart. She built the house thing on stilts. I love that. I just did my whole resort thing is done on stilts or pilings or whatever you want to call them. Pretty much the entire resort is done on those. And I love that. And I love that we've got a beautiful diagonal leading line coming in, drawing you right into that bar area. The use of the canopy thing overhead, the greenery, all great. All great. Everything is great. And she's getting closer on the processing, because Lyrene likes to process and she likes to brighten, and sometimes she over brightens. This one, just a hair, Lyrene, just a hair over brightened, but you're much closer to where you need to be. Much, much closer, getting better every time. And I know she's trying too. And I can tell, her stuff just keeps getting better and better. Look at this next image. I mean, look at this. This one, Lyrene, you knocked it out of the park on your processing. Your processing is perfect here. Just the right amount of brightness, just the right amount of saturation. It's perfect. The coloring in this is great. The design is great. It's just the right amount of asymmetry for design too. She's got the bench and the chair, so it's slightly asymmetric, but it's perfect. It's the perfect amount of asymmetry. And who knew those curtains would fit in this? I would have never thought to use those, and they look fabulous here. Man, they work. And the red, the colors, ooh, yeah, really works. And this next one, ooh, love the lighting here. I haven't talked to you guys a whole lot about lighting. I know I mention it a lot, but definitely pay attention to lighting. And I'll talk about it more when I do the photography class, but definitely pay attention to lighting in your images, because flat lighting doesn't work very well. So if you can avoid it, you want kind of warm lighting if you can get it. And this is definitely, it's a nice warm lighting. She didn't over brighten this time. It's perfect. It's lit perfectly, and it's just a nice inviting area. There's enough of an angle that I don't feel like it's a mistake either. I feel like she purposely angled the photo, not like it was a mistake doing that. So that's right on. Love that we've got the fireplace. Look at the beautiful fireplace, and we can see out through the fireplace. We can see that we're looking onto that beginning archway with the bell and everything is back there. So I love, again, that open air feeling, that it's like the indoor outdoor. And she did it brilliantly too, because I think she's using half walls, and then she's got that trim up above, so it just looks like this big window area, and that's a brilliant idea. Absolutely brilliant idea. Lyrene is really good about using things in different ways from a design perspective, and she does a great job, and this time is absolutely no different. And then we go to this next image, and again, nice warm lighting here. She hit the processing right this time. The only thing that's a little bit over bright is the cup. But see, I know where you guys struggle on this. You want to brighten the images because honestly, Sims images are a little bit dark. That is true because I know myself, I tend to brighten Sims images. But I use specialized techniques so that the bright areas of the image don't get too bright. And that's where I know you guys struggle, because unless you're a professional and you're using professional equipment and professional techniques, that's inevitably what ends up happening. And it's a very hard balance to find that area when you have to deal with that, of the correct amount of brightness versus, oh, am I overexposing anything in the image? And here, the only thing is the cup, and I can live with the cup for the brightness on everything else on this one because it's so nicely done. This feels so vacation. It feels so resort-ish to me. It just gives such a good feel of being in the jungle. I can imagine myself on a vacation in this place, sitting in the bar, getting a drink. I mean, it's perfect. And the fact that she added the Sims, but yet the whole design is still there. We can still see the fountain in the back and everything else, the pool, all of it. And even though it's part of Selvadora and not part of her build, it's still great to be able to see the tree in the back with the lights coming off of it. That's a nice add as well. So just overall, fantastic. Next up, we have another new player. Welcome to Arrow Builds. And this here is titled the Selvadora Temple. And man, look at this build. Holy crap, like this. Wow, this is a cool build. This is a WoW build. I love WoW builds. This is definitely a WoW build. This is just so cool looking. I can't even just the landscaping. Want to talk about showing off the landscaping that comes with the Jungle Adventure Pack. And these things that she's got, these, I don't know what the platforms, the whole nine. She's using Jungle Adventure build stuff in such an awesome way here. Just the right amount of greenery hanging from everything. The pool, the fountains. This whole thing is just so fabulous. And then she gives us another shot a little bit closer in. We get to see the fountains a little bit better, so that's nice. It does leave me kind of wondering what's in those rooms exactly. I'm sort of curious. I want to go see what's in those rooms. Unfortunately, she doesn't show us in her other images, but I love the fact that we get a closer up view of the fountains and the water features here. And in the next image, she gives us an overall build photo, but those of you that have been with me for a while, you'll know that I will tell you don't back up on the camera that much to the point of distortion, because the distortion outweighs the build. This build is so awesome, and the lighting here is great too, but the photo doesn't really do it any justice just because it's so distorted. Like, as a photographer, I see the distortion more than... It just distracts is probably the best way to put it. And when you have a build that's this awesome, you don't want to detract from it with that, I don't think. One thing that I can see here, though, that I do want to point out is she has at least two areas, maybe more, where palm trees and other trees are coming through the deck stuff, which I think is awesome. Love that. And then in this last image, we get another view. I think we're on the opposite side, or just maybe we're just looking up. I guess we're back in the front. We're looking up, kind of looking down into it. And again, this is a little bit distorted, and I would say don't back up on the camera that much. She would have probably done better to give us a closer in of something inside one of those rooms or on the decks or something like that. But nonetheless, I mean, either way, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous build. I'll say right now that if she had taken the first shot and she had thrown it in Selvadora, she may have won the day with this one. This one here, I can see that it's in what to my eye is Los Angeles. Del Sol was modeled after Los Angeles. The game creators modeled it after Los Angeles in California. And so I see Los Angeles in the background, and I see the sidewalk and the street light and all of this stuff. If she had stuck this in Selvadora, it would just fit in there so well. And it would have made a difference for this particular entry. It may have won the day if it was in Selvadora, but either way, gorgeous, gorgeous build. Man, A+. Okay, next up we have Ancha Cinnamon Sim. And I think I might be getting closer on that. I've tried to listen to her on her videos. It rolls off her tongue so fast, though, and I'm like, what are you saying? So I'm just going to go with Diana, because that's going to make my life easier. So, okay, so her tweet says the Jungle Bar is her entry for this challenge. And this is apparently a build that she did a while ago. And so she entered it into this challenge. And she has a lot of benefit of the surrounding stuff here, because this is that lot in Selvadora that has all of the surrounding stuff with the tree with the lights and the big entranceway and even a little lizard on the entranceway. So that's so cute. So yeah, there's a lot of benefit of a lot of the other stuff here. And I think that gives this bar like even more oomph than it would have on its own because of where she's got it located. And this goes back to our last entry, right? It was so good, but it was in Del Sol. This one here is benefiting from being in Selvadora a lot. And I think the other one would have as well. So this one, what a cute little building. I love this build. This is adorable. And you know, I should have used that I don't even know what that roof piece is at the top, but I love it. And I didn't use it in my build, and I should have found some place to use it in my build because I love it. I love that she's got a second story outdoor deck on this with the awesome fireplace as well. And then the patio in the front with the water around. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Diana's always great. Anyway, she always does amazing things. Then on the next image, we get a closer look at it, and I believe here we're looking at the back, and man, this is gorgeous, isn't it? Ooh, look at the patio. Oh, and I thought it was water around on the outskirts. It isn't, it's tiling. Ooh, that's some pretty tile. It actually looked like water to me from further away. Ooh, I didn't even realize that. Wow, that's great. Woo, that's nice. Okay, so then we have this covered pool area that I love. I love the way she did that with the lights going around and the vegetation on top there. Beautiful, beautiful. And the image too. She took really nice images of this build. Yeah, this is one that I could look at for a while and like study this for a bit and pick out all of the coolness of it. There's a lot of coolness going on here. Then we go to her next image. We have an interior image, and I love the bringing of the outside in. The fact that she's got all the vegetation in the back hanging down, surrounding. Oh man, that is so cool. She's even got it surrounding the bar. Yeah, love the whole bringing of the outside in. Beautiful. And the next one, I believe that we're on the second floor, and it looks like we might be having some Sims at a game table, possibly. And just kind of a recreational, maybe a dining area. I'm not sure, maybe a bit of both. But it's a beautiful room, nice warm feeling, good colors, I think. And love the trim at the top. People used the trim. It was beautiful. The people used the trim the way they did. And again, with bringing the greenery inside, fabulous idea. That to me was a great idea in this build. Oh, and that's already the end of Diana's. Man, that was quick. All right, on to our next participant, which is Kai Chen. And his says, deep in the heart of the jungle lies a museum and a home connected together so your Sims can immerse themselves in the culture and mystifying mysteries of Selvadora. Jungle Museum and Home available at the gallery under Kai Chen 04. And this one here, this is kind of interesting, right? So I will explain a little bit later how I do my selection process for the new people that don't know, but just in a nutshell, I put all of the photos in a big pile without names, and I don't look at the entries when they come in, like other than just a very quick flip through to make sure that it goes with the challenge and that's it. So I retweet them, but I avoid actually really looking at them. So I don't know whose is whose when I'm picking the winners. And I do that to eliminate any unconscious bias and all that and be as fair as possible. And so anyway, the end of this one, when I finished picking all the winners and everything, and I was going through to see whose is whose, I saw that this was Kai Chen's, and I was like, ooh, like this is awesome. This might be, this is really good. Like, I was surprised this came from him. It's different than what he usually does, and it's bright and it's colorful and it's very, very well done. Like, I think he's improving quite a bit. And this is a beautiful entry. Love this. The beautiful cut. Everything about it is great. And then we have the next image, and I want to point out that last image had good lighting, and this one has good lighting. And the reason that I want to point that out is because you're going to see the next one, you're going to see the difference. So this one here is nighttime lighting, and it's very well lit, gives us a nice image of the top floor and all of that. So it's just beautiful. All around, it's just beautiful. And then we get to the next image and look at the difference in the lighting. Like, the lighting is a lot cooler. It's a lot flatter. So yeah, it's one thing I want to stress to you guys, and I will talk about it more once we get into the photography classes, but lighting definitely matters. It makes a difference on the images. So while this is a nice image and it's a good design, the other two kind of blew this one out the water. The other two were so much better on the lighting and the composition. So this is cute, but the other two are much better. And then we get to this one, and you can see this one right away. It's warmer lighting. It's a little bit less flat, and the angle is good. So this one is a little bit better than the last one too. And yeah, of course, using all the great furniture and all of the great stuff from Selvadora, from the Jungle Adventure pack. And yeah, nice job. This entry was very, very good from Kai Chen this time. Next up, we have another new participant, Lovely1_G. I'm going to go with Lisa because it's much easier. So Lisa is also part of that Discord server that Retha and Mena and I are on. So I think that both she and Retha have joined in because we were all part of this together. So awesome to have her here as well. And her tweet says, "Hiya, lovelies. I'm excited to share so many firsts with you tonight. Some of you will find them shocking, but I built this small Sims 4 vacation home for Crystal Gamer's Jungle Adventure Challenge." And so I believe that Lisa doesn't really build. Now, she and I don't know each other too well. We just met recently, so correct me if I'm wrong, Lisa, but I think that she's not really a builder. So this was out of her comfort zone doing a build. So awesome. Love to see that. Love to see that the challenges are kind of inspiring people to get out of their comfort zone and do some cool stuff. And look at this great first entry. I mean, if she doesn't build, man, maybe she should start. Because this is pretty dang good, right? I mean, I love the vegetation on the sides, just the nice patio area. This is such a cozy feeling jungle place. The colors are great. Yeah, everything about it is wonderful. She did a very, very nice job, I think, here. The lighting, look at that lighting on the left. She's got those, the little lanterns, and she kind of set them up a little bit. I love the way she set the pots up a little bit and everything. That's kind of innovative. And then she has some Sims at the table too, so that's given it a little bit of life. So yeah, everything about it is great. Love that she lit the fireplace too. Oh, by the way, that's another little tip too. If you have a fireplace in your builds, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt sometimes to get a Sim to come and like light the fireplace and all of that stuff. But it's well worth it because it'll really warm up an image and it gives it a little bit of life as well. So nice touch that she lit the fireplace. And speaking of lit fireplaces, here we have another scene with the fireplace back to back. Beautiful idea. Love these back to back fireplaces in real life. Wish we kind of had them real in The Sims, where you could see through them and stuff. That'd be so cool. But still, this is cool. Nice to have the shirtless guy too. Always a plus. And we've got this girl pouring some drinks. So this is a great little vacation atmosphere. Love the vegetation coming down. And also, not only is this a wonderful atmosphere, but we get some view of the surrounding area. And I think she's taking this in the rain. It looks like it's raining, but that's not detracting. And the reason it's not detracting is because even though the rest of the image has flat lighting, that fireplace is lit and it's giving warmth to the image. So very nice, very nice. Then we get to this next image, and this one is a beautiful interior. We have a Sim watching some TV, so that's cool. Perfect thing on the TV too, like it just fits to me. And we've got the fish up there and the shelves. All of it is great. I'm not entirely sure what I think about the skeleton on the left. I'm not sure who he's guarding, but my eye keeps going to him. I don't know, it just keeps going there. He's so cool looking. And then this one, yeah, it's right. Lisa is the other person that did this thing with the fountains coming out of the vases. So I think she enlarged these vases and did the fountains coming out of them. And what a great idea. And look, from an image perspective, the fact that she showed this through a mirror, a fabulous idea from an image perspective that we get the look on both sides. So this is nice. This is very nice. Next up, we have Legasimmer. I think Legasimmer may be our last one too. So we have a colorful Selvadora villa for the sim who's not afraid of heights. Perfect to spend time in the warm evenings on its balconies, by the swimming pool, or even hidden from the sun between the columns. And so this place, another one who did something up on stilts. Love that. Beautiful idea. Beautiful, beautiful. Totally love it. And she's got this nice pool area on the side with a picnic table and all of that stuff. And it just overall, this has a very nice jungly feel to it. And this next image, this is so pretty. She's got some nice, look at the lighting. See, now I'm going to go back to that lighting thing. Look at the lighting here. Look how nice and warm and inviting this is. This is some good lighting. So yeah, definitely, I'm sort of hammering that today. All right, so this is so cute. So I think this is like a little hotel room. She's got a little kitchenette and the bed and all of that stuff. Little counter with the, like breakfast bar for them to eat at and everything. So adorable, such cute colors. And then this last one, we have another image with some good warm lighting, great colors. I love that green chair in the back. That is beautiful. I don't even recall ever seeing that color, and that is very pretty. I know I must have seen it because I've been through all of the stuff, but yeah, it's very pretty in this design. And it's just a cute area that she's got going with the fountain as kind of like the centerpiece of the chairs and everything. Very nice. Very nice. And that concludes our entries for today, folks, which means that we go on to the part that is difficult for me, but not you. And that is on to the awards section of our program. Now, for those new here, I mentioned earlier that the way that I do this basically is I try not to look at any of the photos when they come in, barring just a very quick, make sure that they're okay before I retweet and everything. Put them all in a bucket and without names on them. And then I go through and I pick, actually they have names, but I can't see the names. So I go through and I pick, and usually I can do it in maybe 3 cuts. This time I had to do 5 cuts because there were so many good images. It took me a while to pare it down to get to the winners. Also, I have to say, as much as I love the awesome poses some of you guys use for The Sims, I think I kind of have to consider those mods under the custom content umbrella, which means that I didn't feel that I could choose any that use those for the winning images. That said, I totally don't mind if you guys use those mods in the future. They're kind of awesome, actually. But if you use them, just understand that those images won't be selected. So I hope everyone feels that's fair, and let me know if you guys don't think so. So, okay, we had a whopping 67 images this time. That's among my most ever. So thank you so much to everyone who participated. I appreciate you guys so much. And a huge thank you to the new participants too. Hopefully y'all want to keep joining in. And speaking of keeping on, the Twitter poll to pick the pack for our next challenge will be out this afternoon. And also don't forget to let me know in the comments below if you want to be added to the Twitter group that I've got set up where I notify everyone about any tweets or info related to the challenges. And finally, please don't congratulate anyone on Twitter, at least for the next couple of days, because we want to make sure everyone has enough time to watch the videos first and not spoil it for them. That said, I think it's fine to congratulate people below in the comment section because I don't think people read that before they watch the video. So just not on Twitter. Okay, so back to our 67 images. Because there were so many that I felt were so good and good enough to be runners up this time, instead of doing honorable mentions, which would have taken too much time, like I've done when we've had, lots of participants in the past, this time I selected finalists. So if you haven't guessed by now, the images we've been scrolling through as I've been talking are the top 15 images for today. So those are our finalists or runner-ups, if you will, whichever you feel is more appropriate. So congratulations to all of you who had images in the finals. And of those top 15 images, our third place winner is LarNBYT for her Sacred Waters of Cenote. Now, often we want warm lighting, but here's an image where more gloomy lighting really, really works. It gives this place a mysterious feeling, especially with the figurines and their eerily lit up looking eyes. You kind of get this feeling similar to when you watch parts of Indiana Jones or Tomb Raider or something like that, which is a bit of the sense of adventure that I think that the Jungle Adventure Pack is trying to convey. And so that feeling is a lot of what prompted me to select that image. So congratulations to Laura Ann BYT for her third place win. In second place for her unnamed entry of awesomeness is Lilac Lydia Dietz. This one was for two of her images, the first being this great mishmash interior with its wonderful and inviting warmth, and the second for this image that conveys a very similar mood and air of mystery that Laura achieved with her Sacred Waters. The glow and the detail and all of this in that, and the glow in the back of this image that just makes you want to go down there and explore. They're the reasons for the pick on this one. So congratulations to Lilac Lydia Dietz for your second place win. And last, but certainly not least, our first place winner goes to Lyrene35 for her Ivy Palms Retreat, who came in first because all 4 of her photos ended up in the finals. Something that I've never had happen before, like in the final cut. And I've had 2, I've even had 3, but I've never had anyone with 4 images in the final cut. So congratulations to Lyrene35 for her first place win. Again, she has been on a winning streak the last several challenges in a row. So huge congratulations to Lyrene, and a huge congratulations to all of you. Thank you so much for participating, and thanks to all our viewers as well. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, definitely subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and hit that little bell for notifications so YouTube knows to tell you when I release videos. Thanks so much for spending the time with me today, and I hope to see you all back again next time. Bye now.